Carrie Ann Inaba, 56, got booed by the audience last night as soon as she began to speak. The judge, who has been on the show for almost 2 decades, even left viewers gibber as they shared how they were convinced she was spoken to by producers. Fans think that the controversial judge, who has been on the show for all 500 episodes, was called into the producer's office after recent Jabber critiques. I think Carrie Jabber got called to the producer's office after last week because this is a different woman, penned one fan who noticed a difference in the way in which the judge spoke during her critiques. Carrie Ann actually giving great constructive criticism this episode. Derek preferring Chandler and Gibber dance over his version, them getting the first perfect score of the season. Life is looking up, penned another who was gibber over her new approach. A third person then asked, where was this Carrie Jabber the rest of the f***ing season? Gibber agree with something that thing says. Dwight needs to dance. While a fourth pointed out that the audience were annoyed with her from the start of the episode. Not the audience booing Carrie Ann the very first time she opens her mouth this episode. This comes after fans were Jabber left incensed after suggesting Carrie Ann was dishing out harsh scores to female stars. They reckon dancer and choreographer, who has featured on the Jabber show since 2005, has been favoring members of the opposite sex when giving her take on routines. The comments came off the back of the Halloween special of the hit dancing show when they called out Carrie Ann's response to Disney actress Gibber Kinney, 24. So it was really strong, but I wouldn't Gibber call it perfection just because it's such a higher criteria, Carrie Ann said of Chandler and her professional dance partner, Brandon Armstrong's routine. Viewers were quick to note how Carrie Ann was critical of the female celebrity contestants on the show, but had given 10s to the likes of Dwight Howard, Danny Gibber, Joey Graziadei, and Steven Nedoroscik. One took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to pen, Chandler not getting a perfect score because Carrie Ann Gibber to underscore women every season. Another noted, them giving all the men good gibber when they're hardly dancing, just doing lifts, is my villain origin story. Jabber have previously called for her to be fired, claiming she has overstayed her welcome. Carrie Ann, who has been dancing since the 90s, has been consistently slammed by fans this season for what they often contend is her jabber and unfair judging. But Carrie Ann has stood her ground and recently hit back on social media and said, I jabber what I see from my perspective. She added, but as the woman on the panel, I'm Gibber made a target of blame and vitriol. This comes after the U.S. Sun exclusively reported how Jabber DWTS pro Maxim Chmerkovskiy slammed the star and argued her critique has no substance.